Welcome back to everyone who's watching this today, and today we're going to be doing another Hunger Games, and we're going to be doing a one done dish Hunger Games, one done dish Orange Onslaught. Now I don't think I need to explain what Orange Onslaught is about. I think it should be pretty simple, but just in case I need to, basically all the characters here are predominantly orange. The color that describes them is orange. This is very similar to Red Rampage that I did earlier in Season 2 of Hunger Games, so, there's that as well. And before anyone asks, yes, since I'm doing Orange Onslaught, there will be multiple different versions of this type of one-done dish, where it's just a whole bunch of characters that fall under predominantly of one color. There will be a bunch of these. I have a bunch of them planned, and they will lead up to something very great. Just you wait, just you wait. Anyways, without further ado, let's go ahead and get into districts so I can stop prolonging this part of the video and actually get to the main Hunger Games part, because that's the part everyone's here for. In District 1, we have OJ and Orange Puffle-Egg. In District 2, we have Blast Zone and Flute Fly. And in District 3, we have Aragne and Orville Elephant. In District 4, we have Bubbles and Orange Chomic. In District 5, we have Bumpkin Blob and Vertex. And in District 6, we have Orange and Cubert. In District 7, we have Pump Piggy and Restless Ghost. In District 8, we have Halloween Bonnie and Orbital Orange. And in District 9, we have Intensive Carrot and Tabby Bee. And finally, in District 10, we have Aerotubby and Mudflap. In District 11, we have Makoat of Wrath and the color orange. And District 12, we have Bora and Orange You Glad. And there's one more good look at all the tributes here that are gonna fight each other to the death to see who the winner will be. And now I think it's time to start the bloodbath. As the tributes stand on their podiums, the horn sounds. Tabby Bee runs away from the cornucopia. Don't you... We're not even gonna go there. Bumpkin Blob runs away from the cornucopia. Orville Elephant, Vertex, and Orange You Glad work together to get as many supplies as possible. OJ runs away from the cornucopia. Orange Puffle grabs a pack and retreats. Bubbles, Aragne, and Flute Fly start fighting, but Aragne runs away as Bumbles kills Flute Fly! Well, Flute Fly's dead. Bora, Makoat, the color orange, and Orange share everything together before running. Halloween Bonnie runs away from the cornucopia. Aerotubby runs away from the cornucopia. Blast Zone runs into the cornucopia and hides. Intensive Carrot runs away from the cornucopia. Mudflap takes a sickle from inside the cornucopia. Orange Chomic runs away from the cornucopia. Pump Piggy also takes a sickle from inside the cornucopia. Orbital Orange kills Restless Ghost as he tries to run. Well, there goes Restless Ghost. How did an orange just kill a ghost? I thought you couldn't kill ghosts. You can't kill... Can you kill ghosts? It's a good question. I actually don't know. Oh, and also Cubert runs away from the cornucopia as well. Day 1, Orange Puffle searches for firewood. Tabby Bee practices her archery. Orbital Orange hunts for other tributes. Halloween Bonnie diverts the color orange's attention and runs away. Bubbles travels to higher ground. Aerotubby trap kills Makoat! Oh, there goes Makoat. Pump Piggy makes a slingshot. Cubert receives fresh food from an unknown sponsor. Scroll down, please. Intensive Carrot runs away from Mudflap. Orange Chomic collects fruit from a tree. Aragne chases Orville Elephant. Bumpkin Blob receives a hatchet from an unknown sponsor. OJ injures himself. Nice going. And Bora receives clean water from an unknown sponsor. Not sure if that's a good idea or not, because he's kind of fire involved with him, and he actually may be made of fire. I'm not sure. I'm not too well versed on the politics of Bora, so I don't know if he's made of fire or I know he involves a lot of fire with him, but I don't know if he's made of fire or what. All I'm saying is clean water near him might not be the smartest idea. Orange makes a wooden spear. Vertex injures himself. Orange You Glad sees smoke rising in the distance, but decides not to investigate. And Blast Zone is pricked by thorns while picking berries. 3 cannon shots can be heard in the distance. Flute Fly, Restless Ghosts, and Makoat. Night 1. Halloween Bonnie sees a fire but stays hidden. Bumpkin Blob quietly hums. Mudflap receives medical supplies from an unknown sponsor. Bubbles begs for OJ to kill him. He is killing Bubbles! Oh, not expect that. I expected the normal thing to happen where it's like, hey, this person to kill him, but they disagree to, and so this person stays alive. I wasn't expecting that. Orange Puffle passes out from exhaustion. Aragne tracks down and kills Tabby Bee. Oof. Orange taints Orville Elephant's food, killing him. Oh, and Orville's dead as well. Bora tends to his wounds. Maybe that water gave him his wounds, just saying. The color orange attacks Blast Zone, but Orbital Orange protects him, killing the color orange. Wow, the color orange is dead. He killed the color orange itself. Can you believe that? Orange no longer exists. Orange Chomic begs for Cubert to kill him. He reluctantly by just killing Orange Chomic. But a lot of people are reluctantly obliging killing people who want to die right now. And by a lot, I mean like 2 people, because it was just... Also, I haven't commented on this yet, but the screen is so freaking blue. Why is it so blue? It's probably you outside, isn't it? It's probably the sun. Well, you know what? Give me that. Give me... Not anymore. I'm hoping doing that has stopped the... Okay, no, but the screen's turning blue again. or whatever. Anyways, what I was saying is, like, only 2 people have actually reluctantly obliging killing the person, but, you know, it's just, 2 is still a lie. Usually it only happens once. I never see it happen twice, you know, but that's just, well, maybe it has happened more than twice before, and I just didn't realize. Whatever. Pump Piggy, Orange Glad, Vertex, and Aerotubby sleep in shifts. An intensive carrot climbs a tree to rest. How she climbed the tree, I have no idea. Day 2. Blast Zone and Orange Glad split up to search for resources. Vertex receives fresh food from an unknown sponsor. Pump Piggy constructs a shack. Intensive Carrot runs away from Orbital Orange. OJ discovers a cave. Mudflap searches for firewood. Howling Body tests himself killing Oragne, Orange Puffleg, and Orange. Oh, there goes Oragne. And Orange Puffleg, who has actually not done anything since Egg Season Round 2 all the way in Season 1. So that's funny too. Cuber tries to spearfish with a trident. How he does that, I have no idea. Aerotubby and Boro work together for the day, and Bunkin Blob collects fruit from a tree. 8 cannon shots can be heard in the distance. Bubbles, Tabby Bee, Orville Elephant, the color Orange, Orange Chomic, Oragne, Orange Puffleg, and Orange. It's a lot of orange. Night 2. Orange You Glad sets up camp for the night. OJ fends Cubert, Mudflap, and Blast Zone away from his fire. Intensive Carrot pushes Vertex off a cliff during a knife fight. Oh, and Vertex is dead. How on earth the carrot did that? I have no idea. Aerotubber sees a hatchet from an unknown sponsor. Orbital Orange attempts to start a fire, but is unsuccessful. Bunkin Blob lets Howling Bonnie into his shelter. Bora sees a fire but stays hidden, and Pump Piggy quietly hums. Day 3. Aerotubby tries to spearfish with a trident. Bumpkin Blob practices his archery. OJ picks flowers. Orbital Orange defeats Intensive Carrot in a fight, but spares her life. Cubert practices his archery. Blaststone hunts for the tributes. Howling Buzz for this is Mudflap with a sword. Oh, Mudflap dead, he gone, intense. Orange Glad searches for firewood, and Pump Piggy scares Bora off. 2 cannon shots can be heard in the distance. Vertex and Mudflap. Alright, it's that time of the Hunger Games where we look over the people in their districts and see how everyone's doing, and if people are dead, and if they're not, well, obviously people are dead, but just see how every district's doing and how the people are doing. All that good stuff. Alright, starting off with District 1, OJ is alive. He has 1 kill, which is not too bad. Orange Puffleg is dead, though, with no kills. Very saddening. District 2, Blast Zone is alive with 1 kill as well. Flew 5, first to die, and, well, she has no kills, because she was the first to die. But Blast Zone does have a kill, so that's good. District 3, Oragne and Orville Elephant are both dead. Very saddening. Oragne did have 1 kill, but he's dead now, so it doesn't matter. District 4, also both dead, and Bubbles had a kill, but now he doesn't. Well, no, he does have a kill. What I was trying to say is, he had a kill, but now he's dead, so it doesn't matter. That's what I was trying to say. And Orange Shomic's also dead with no kills. Bunkin Blob is alive with no kills. Vertex is dead with no kills. District 6, Orange is dead. He had 1 kill, but whatever. And Cubert is alive. He also has 1 kill, so if Orange are alive, this would be like one of the best performed districts so far. Pump Piggy is alive with no kills. Restless Ghost is dead with no kills. District 8 is doing by far the best, with both people are alive, and Howling Bonnie has, count them, 4 kills. Count them, 4 kills. That's a lot of kills. And Orbital Orange has 1 kill, which is actually still pretty good. So that's 5 kills combined, because 4 plus 1 equals 5. Math! But anyways, yeah, District 8 is doing the best out of everyone so far. District 9, Intensive Carrot has 1 kill right now, which is funny, because in PvZ2, she's the plant that brings dead plants to life. So, you know, that's kind of ironic that she has a kill. At least maybe, I don't know, am I using that right? I don't know. And Tabby B is also dead, she has no kills. How saddening. District 10, Aerotubby's alive with 1 kill. Mudflap is dead with no kills. District 11, definitely the worst out of all of them, has no kills. Both of them have no kills and both of them are dead. And District 12, both are alive with no kills. I'm gonna be honest, the people I want to root for, like Aragne, Mikoit, and even to a certain extent Mudflap, are all, dead. So now we're just kind of left with a bunch of people who I'm unsure if I want to root for them or not. I mean, wouldn't mind seeing Orange Glad winning, or even Bora, because I like Battle Cats. Aerotubby would be cool too. Would be cool as well, since non-based Slaying Tips characters are probably going to be in Winter War, or in most of Hunger Games, honestly. So, I mean, I got some people here, but I mostly would like to see one of these 2 win, him win, and I don't really care for the others. Maybe Cubert, because he probably won't be in Hunger Games after this, but, you know, it's an idea. Night 3, Orange You Glad and Pump Piggy hold hands. Again, I don't know how tributes with no hands can hold hands with tributes who do have hands, but it's the Hunger Games. Should we even be questioning anything at this point? Logic doesn't exist here. OJ starts a fire. Cubert stays awake all night. Orbital Orange is unable to start a fire and sleeps without warmth. Bunkin Blob and Bora sleep in shifts. Blast Zone, Halloween Bonnie, Aerotubby, and Intensive Carrot tell each other ghost stories to lighten the mood. Day 4, and Orange You Glad kills Bora with a sickle. So not only did one person I was rooting for kill someone else I was rooting for, but also they're in the same district, so Orange Uglad is now confirmed a traitorous scumbag. But I still want him to win because he's one of the people I'm rooting for. Come on, man! Orbital Orange receives fresh food from an unknown sponsor. Q-Bird, Pump Piggy, OJ, and Bunkin Blob hunt for their tributes. Intensive Carrot goes hunting. Halloween Bonnie begs for Blaststone to kill him. He refuses, keeping Halloween Bonnie alive. And Aerotubby receives medical supplies from an unknown sponsor. One cannon shot can be heard in the distance, and it is Bora. Night 4, Oragne looks at the night sky. Bunkin Blob screams for help. OJ, Orange Uglad, and Aerotubby sleep in shifts. Pump Piggy, Intensive Carrot, Blaststone, and Halloween Bonnie sleep in shifts. And Q-Bird also looks at the night sky. Day 5, Aerotubby accidentally detonates a landmine while trying to arm it. Well, he killed himself. Blaststone overpowers OJ, killing him. This is one of the few things where logic actually makes sense here. Q-Bird, Halloween Bonnie, and Pump Piggy get into a fight, and Q-Bird triumphantly kills them both. This is one of the examples where logic doesn't make sense here. How did Q-Bird kill those two? I don't know, it happened though. Orange Uglad, Intensive Carrot, Orbital Orange, and Bunkin Blob hunt for the tributes as well. 4 cannon shots can be heard in the distance. Aerotubby, OJ, Halloween Bonnie, and Pump Piggy. Night 5, Orbital Orange, Q-Bird, and Orange Uglad discuss the games and what might happen in the morning. Bunkin Blob cooks his food before putting his fire out. Blaststone stays awake all night, and Intensive Carrot looks at the night sky. And while I was going over the events of what happened during Night 5, I did some quick maths in my head, and we're down to the top 6! We are down to the top 6. This is the people who have made it the farthest to the top 6. This is our cream of the crop here. And so I got someone that I'm rooting for and someone I'm half rooting for. Look at that. Now just wait and see during Day 6 and Night 6 they'll kill off Orange Uglad and Q-Bird. I'm calling it right now. The feast! Yep, it's a tradition now. The cornucopias are replenished with food, supplies, weapons, and memos from the tributes' families. Q-Bird decides not to go to the feast. That is very smart. Orbital just strangles Bunkin Blob with a rope. Oof, Intensive Carrot decides not to go to the feast, and Orange Uglad destroys Blaststone's memoirs out of spite. I thought for a second Orange Uglad was going to kill Blaststone, but he didn't. He just destroys memoirs, which is honestly a real rooting team move there. Day 6, Blaststone constructs a shack. Orange Uglad attacks Intensive Carrot, but she manages to escape. Q-Bird picks flowers, and Orb Orange makes a wooden spear. One cannon shot can be heard in the distance, and that is Bunkin Blob. Night 6, Orange Uglad questions his sanity. I would too if I was a giant alive orange. Blaststone tends to his wounds, Orb Orange lets Q-Bird into his shelter, and Intensive Carrot thinks about home. Probably the Neon Mixtape door? I mean, that's where you do get her there, so it would make sense that we are home. Day 7, Intensive Carrot explores the arena. Orange Uglad diverts Q-Bird's attention and runs away. And Blaststone strangles Orbital Orange with a rope, which is quite funny because Orbital Orange strangled Bunkin Blob with a rope, so he died the way that he killed someone else. Just, I don't know, I find that a little funny. Perhaps you could call that karma. Or maybe not karma, but I don't know, I just find that funny. One cannon shot can be heard at a distance, and it is Orbital Orange. Night 7, Q-Bird stabs Orange Uglad in the back with a trident. I freaking told you! Now, of course, it wasn't Day 6 or Night 6, but, you know, it's just, it also didn't Orange Uglad kill off Bora, who was someone who was now someone else I was rooting for, so someone else I was rooting for was killed off by someone else so someone I was rooting for was killed off by someone else I was rooting for, and the person who was killed off that I was rooting for killed someone else that I was rooting for. That's not complicated at all. Yeah, great. So now Q-Bird's the last one alive. Woohoo. And I did predict that Orange Uglad would probably die, because that's just how it works. I didn't expect Q-Bird to stab him, though. So at least I still have someone that I'm somewhat rooting for. Intensive Carrot sets up camp for the night, and Blaststone thinks about winning. Day 8. Intensive Carrot receives a hatchet from an unknown sponsor. Q-Bird searches for firewood, and Blaststone bleeds out due to untreated injuries. Oof, 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 Blaststone's dead. Also, what is Blaststone's blood? Like, literally, what is his blood? Is it just fire? He bleeds out fire? Because if he bleeds out fire, every time he does an attack, he's practically bleeding out fire. So what is his blood? I gotta know. That's not important. What is important is that we're down to the last two. Intensive Carrot and Q-Bird. Who out of these two will win? I don't know, but we're about to see. 2 cannon shots can be heard in the distance. Orange Uglad in Blaststone. Trying to get on Night 8. Who will be the winner? I'm going to take a guess by seeing how this is organized like so, with Intensive Carrot in the front and Q-Bird in the behind. Usually the people in front win, so I'm going to go ahead and take a stab at it. Intensive Carrot's going to win this, guaranteed. Intensive Carrot hates Q-Bird's food, killing him. I was correct. Oof, sorry Q-Bird, you are dead. But that means our winner is Intensive Carrot, which I'm alright with. She wasn't the one I was rooting for, but I'm fine with her winning. And here's the placements of everyone that participated. Let's go ahead and look at the top 6 as we always do. Starting in number 1, our first place, our winner, Intensive Carrot with 2 kills. Which again I find funny because her main purpose in PvZ2 is to bring dead plants back to life. just find that funny. I don't know why. Hubert in second place with 4 kills. Not too bad. Blastone in third place with 3 kills. How funny, he got third place, he has 3 kills. Orange Glad in fourth place with 1 kill. And Orbital Orange in 5th place with 2 kills, and Bunkin Blob, who made it the farthest, who was the pacifist who made it the farthest, in 6th place. So we actually got a pacifist within the top 6. That's actually pretty cool. Here's this extra good stuff if y'all actually care about this right here. You know, there's the statistics and all that good stuff. And that, my friends, was Hunger Games 1 Done Dish Orange Onslaught, which, I don't know, it was an alright round. I mean, it wasn't a crazy round, but not every round is crazy. Now, some rounds just gotta be normal rounds that are calm and not crazy all over the place, you know? So, it was an alright round. Kind of a calm one, but it was alright. Anyways, now with the finishing of this round, we have 2 more rounds left until the end of Season 2. AKA, 2 more rounds until Winter's War Round 2. And that's when it's gonna get good. I'm not sure what I'm going to do for round 3. I may do an animatronic anarchy or something like that, since I haven't actually done one this season, and I would like to do one since there's a million characters in animatronic in Ultra Custom Night, so, you know, I probably should get some of those done more often. And I also have the Pet Simulator X one that I want to do, so you might see those 2 as the next 2 ones before Winter War. Anyways, that's enough spouting and talking for me. I don't understand. During these, I try to make the intros as short as possible. The outros, I just go on and tirade pretty much forever. I mean, technically, pretty much everyone left as soon as they saw the intensive care won. As soon as people see the winner, they leave. The people just leave, okay? As soon as the people see that the winner has won, they just all leave. Which means I'm probably talking to no one right now. Which means I could probably say some really cryptic stuff, and no one would know about it. I don't feel like it. Anyways, intensive care is your winner, and I'm just gonna go ahead and end the video now. So yeah, wait, 2 more rounds to Winter's War, and I swear I'm gonna do something else besides Hunger Games. I'm gonna get a taking a trip video. That might be my next video, taking a trip. Why am I still talking? Audio, I'm out of here. Just goodbye.